Welcome to the March 5th Attendance Zone Advisory Commission meeting. Let's stand for the pledge. We acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the territorial homelands of the Nuwu, the Mopa Band of the Paiutes, and the Las Vegas Band of Paiutes. In conformance with the open meeting law, it is hereby noted that the agenda for the meeting for the Clark County School District Board of Trustees has been posted in the Clark County School District Administration Center, Clark County School District website, and the Nevada Public Notice website. We'll do attendance now.
Matthew Tramp,
Here.
Dave Flatt,
Here.
Anna Binder,
Present.
Lydia Dominguez, Nicholas Fadday, Diane Kinzel,
Here.
Noe Roscoe,
Present.
John Shea, Tim Vicario, Rudy Zamora.
Is anyone participating virtually? Okay, so they're not connected yet, or? Okay. Okay, the Attendance Zone Advisory Commission may take items on the agenda out of order, may combine two or more agenda items for consideration, and may remove an item for the agenda or delay discussion related to items on the agenda at any time. Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
By Dave Flatt,
Second.
second by Dave Ian Kinsel. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes. Okay. The public comment period will be offered immediately prior to the adjournment of the meeting for members of the public who wish to speak on matters that are within the jurisdiction of the commission, not listed on as an action item on the agenda. Each individual wishing to speak during this period will be given 3 minutes to the commission. Written public comments may be submitted to our website after the agenda has been posted and at least 8 business hours prior to the schedule of the start of the meeting. Any written comments received after the deadline and prior to the meeting adjourning will be uploaded to board docs with the appropriate items on the next business day. Okay, our next item is the approval of the minutes. We will first, for the approval of the minutes for the 3 public input meetings for January 8th, 9th, and 10th. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Okay, by Dave Flatt. Your second? By Lydia. All in favor? Aye. Okay, motion passes. And next, we have the approval for the minutes for our January 16, 2024 meeting. I hear a motion.
So moved.
By Anna Binder. Second by Lydia. All in favor? Aye. Okay, and the motion passes. So next on item 2.02, reports. Possible presenters of reports and discussion. I will go to Tracy Murphy now.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, welcome to the last meeting of this zoning season for the Attendance Zone Advisory Commission. Following this meeting at 11:30 is a lunch for the Attendance Zone Advisory Commission members. And I'd like to thank all of you for all your hard work this season, all the meetings, all the conversations, all the public input. So thank you all for your hard work and doing everything you do for the school district and for the zoning for the students. Thank you.
All right. Next, we will go to approval zone for the 2024-25 school year. That's all. We'll go back to Tracy Murphy.
Mr. President, members of the commission, what you have are the finalized board items as well as the maps that were approved at the joint meeting with the Board of School Trustees on February 26th. This is a record for your documentation, and then we maintain this information as well.
Anyone on the committee had any discussions or any talking points? Anna Binder?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to resonate back all of the hard work that the Zoning and Demographics Department provides. Everyone at AZAC, we have wonderful staff, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your departments. And I don't think sometimes can wrap our heads around how much work actually goes into each year. And we just want to thank you as well for all of your hard work.
Anyone else would like to speak or have a comment? No one else, so I will close this. I believe we have to go to public comment too. I did not receive any notifications for public comment on this item, so we will close this item. So next is item 2.04, the review of the 24-25 zoning session priorities. I will go back to Tracy Murphy now.
Mr. President, members of the commission, the one item that we have currently, I know some people have reached out to some of you as far as areas that they are hoping could be reviewed for next year. But beyond that, the item that we have on the agenda for next year is the Board of School Trustees approved in Revision 5 of the Capital Improvement Program. The 50-year-old aging Robeson Middle School was scheduled for replacement, but due to declining middle school enrollments, there is an abundance of available capacity around underutilized middle schools in the area. And the high schools in the area do not have a lot of available capacity. So the decision on that revision to the capital improvement program was to recommend that Robeson convert to a high school program, providing students in the area with a new choice high school. So it will be a choice program. And we'll have more details on that program for you next year when we get started with AZAC and looking at rezoning this.
Okay, did anyone else from staff have any comments or reports? Okay, anyone from the committee? Anna Binder?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So as, I guess this is just a question for people listening in because of some of the emails we've been getting. Do the regional superintendents notify principals on the process on which to make contact or work towards their concerns between now and the next time we meet?
Go back to Tracy Murphy.
Mr. President, members of the commission, there have been a number of occasions when regional superintendents have expressed that the community and or the schools would like some more conversations about possible rezoning in order for that to come to AZAC. So that would be the correct process, is for principals to reach out to their region superintendents who can further that along to district leadership. And I had also referred one constituent to you, Ms. Binder and Mr. Orozco, in regard to the district that they were in, because they can speak with you as well, and then you can also communicate that to your trustee.
Thank you, Ms. Tracy. And then that process is in place already, and I just want our constituents to know that we read every email, we hear your concerns, and we do speak with the trustees about it.
I think, okay.
Good morning.
Tim, sorry, Vicari. Okay.
Good morning. I just have a couple of follow-up questions. You said it was recommended that, so Robeson's going to go from a middle school to a high school, and you said something about a choice school. First question is, what does choice school mean?
Tracy Murphy.
Mr. President, members of the commission, a choice school is an innovative school that is being programmed through our school choice department. And it is not a magnet, but it is being designed to be more innovative with a different type of program. And yes, the Capital Improvement Program, Revision 5, when the Board of School Trustees approved that, they approved converting Robeson Middle School into an innovative choice high school program. And I wouldn't presume to speak to the details. I'll leave the details up to the choice office, who's determining what that program will be, and I'm sure they can explain that better as we go forward.
And then just the other question I had is, so this is on the agenda for us to talk about the rezoning of the area for next school year?
Mr. President, Mr. Vicario, yes, it is, because in order to implement the decision by the Board of School Trustees to make this, to convert this from a middle school to a high school, the middle school attendance boundary will need to be dissolved.
My question was, it's already on the agenda for next year, was what I was trying to ask.
Mr. President, Mr. Vicario, we don't have an agenda for next year yet, but this is one of the items that we already know we will be bringing forward.
Okay. Anyone else? So So with the road, it would pretty much be the same concept, like we would be change, like when a school's going full magnet, we're doing the same rezoning, the same concept. We're just having to put the kids who are currently zoned for Roberson into different schools, correct?
Mr. Tramp, essentially, yes, it's the same sort of process. Not exactly the same, because we're converting from a middle school to a high school as opposed to changing a middle school into a magnet. But essentially, yes, the attendance boundary for Robeson Middle School will need to be dissolved and students rezoned to area schools.
So when they convert this to a choice school, kids have to apply just like they do in the magnets or a CTA school, the same concept too? Okay. And then, will the new CTA that's being built in the Green Valley area, is that going to be open this fall, or is it going to be the following year?
Mr. President, members of the commission, fall of 2025, so not this upcoming year, but the following year.
Okay, thank you.
But just to let you know, though, there wouldn't be any zoning for AZAC with that.
Okay. I'd just like to read of people who are close to that school want to know when it's being opened, so we have that information, so. Anyone else? Anna?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I'll apologize, and I don't expect an answer. Do we know when the revitalization project at Silverado High School will be completed?
Does anyone from staff have an answer for that?
Mr. President, Ms. Binder, I do not know off the top of my head what construction's timeline and schedule is.
Okay, anyone else? And I will close this agenda. Okay. So next we will go to public comment items not listed on action items on the agenda. I did not receive any cards or anyone wishing to speak, so I will close this item out. So next, we will have our adjournment for the session. So I hear a motion for adjournment
I motion to adjourn.
from Tim Vicario, second by Lydia Dominiques. All in favor? Aye. This meeting's adjourned, and we will have our luncheon around, what, 11:30? This meeting went fast, so,
11:30 in the executive, in the superintendent's conference room right there.
okay, thank
right
you.
next door.